signed an extension with Yokohama. Just talk about that decision and what led to that.
Yeah, I just signed with Yokohama again for the next season. So it's going to be an opportunity for me to run back with my team. And I believe, if you the great teams here in the B-League has to come with consistency and good chemistry. So it's nice for us to be able to bring in some of the core guys, a couple imports back, and hopefully finish out a better season next year. It's another opportunity for me to prepare for a better future and makita ko kung kaya ko pa maglaro at that level.
And how do you think you'll build on what happened this first year mo lang with them, di ba?
Siguro pick off from the good spots where we were able to play as a team, our own style, our own pace. Importante din kasi doon siguro, I think in Yokohama, we were able to tie the most number of wins that we have in Yokohama, where they won also like 24, 25 games a couple seasons back. So, alam namin na kaya namin. So, I think yun yung nag-go towards our building up for next season. Alam naman namin na kaya naming manalo to compete with the top teams. So, hopefully, maging healthy lang kami lahat to be able to do that.
Aside from health, obviously, that's really crucial. Pero what do you think are the missing factors that you believe will put you guys over the top?
Just a little bit more games together. It's weird that I say that playing 60 games already. Pero I think, most of the champion teams in the B-League have been together for 2-3 years before they actually won something. So it's a tough league. Ang hirap niyang butasan, lalo na kung gusto mo talaga manalo. You have 24 teams playing for 8 spots in the playoffs. So mahirap siya. You have to really win games that you have to take care of, and maybe here and there squeeze in some upsets with the top teams. Pero next year we'll consider ourselves one of the contenders. Again, health plays a very big part on your journey towards the championship. So yun yung gusto namin magawa.
If kayo ni AJ, sinama kayo dun sa B-League United. Nasabi naman yun siguro.
Yeah.
Just your thoughts on that and on that program also.
I mean, it's a great program. It's a great step for the B-League as they always try to improve and grow the game and expand the game globally. Now that we were put in that pool to be able to play against the NBL guys towards the end of June, I think it gets to show how much the B-League encourages us Asian imports to still be able to showcase our talents together with their local talents as well. So, thankful for the B-League for considering us. We threw in our names there just to be able to see, to get a chance to be in. I think this will be the first one, diba? So that's another way to be part of history.
What can you say about that the league being that ambitious and having a goal of producing more NBA players, giving themselves a time frame?
I think that's the way to go. If you really want to put things into perspective, dun mo makikita yung level ng local talent mo, diba? So if you're able to produce players who can play in the top leagues in the world. And us Filipinos, we know we're capable of doing that. Marami na, hindi lang naman ako yung naglaro sa Japan, which is also considered, now B-League is on an uprise, knowing that, they want to be top 3 leagues in the world, after the NBA and the EuroLeague. And that's the trajectory they're going, and as part of the B-League, I think they're putting up a strong case into doing that.
Has there been significant pressure for you to replicate what you did dun sa Shiga para dito sa Yokohama?
Siguro personally, yes. I put pressure on myself and to be able to replicate or even do better. B1 is a different beast when it comes to competition. Players, top level, world imports, Asian imports. It's really tough to win. And personally, I would like to put that pressure on myself, lalong-lalo na this is my contract year with Yokohama and I want to be in the best shape possible. I put that as a challenge And being the competitor that I am, and yun lang yung gagawin ko talaga, to focus in and narrow down the variables I can control to be able to perform well and consistently at a high level.
If yung B-League is also opening its doors to more countries, more Asian imports, just jumping off on that, does that put pressure not just on you but on the other Filipino imports to prove na we still produce a talent?
For sure. Lalong-lalo na I think the B-League is headed to the direction wherein even, Middle East, East Asia is opening their doors as Asian quota players. So, lumiliit na din yung opportunities ng lahat, di ba? So kami, we have to be on our toes. Kailangan pakita namin kung ano ba yung edge namin. And just focus on that. Yung pakita namin kung anong kaya namin ipakita pagdating sa laro. Lamang lang namin dun. We're already in the league. The experience, we know the ins and outs of the league. So we have to capitalize on that and use that as our edge to be able to continue to play in the B-League.
Do you think the up-and-coming generation of Filipino players now will still have that edge in the coming years to get into the B-League?
I do hope so. I hope they learn a few things with their kuyas playing in the B-League right now. The thing is, playing internationally, playing overseas, there's just so much more than talent. And talent overflows with the Filipinos, especially the next generation of basketball players. But the mental toughness, being able to play when things don't go your way, and being able to be resilient in times of hardships, missing family, missing loved ones, missing occasions. That's when you really show if you're really built to play overseas. So I hope they learn that as soon as possible. But then again, you only learn that once you immerse yourself overseas and play there. So they just have to build up the courage, find that in them, and try it out to achieve their dreams.
Speaking of family, does having a third generation Ravena in the pipeline give you more motivation, more pressure?
Of course. Just being able to start up a new direction of my life. Being a family man, just getting married next month, and just having a new motivation to play and continue to believe in the things and answer the question why I do this, di ba? So, malaking factor siya for me into wanting to play more, and keeps me hungry, keeps me more competitive, and now I could easily say na I make basketball fun again, knowing that I play for a few more people in my life.
Next month na?
Yeah, next month. Actually, in 2 weeks. Very excited and looking forward to the big day.
You talked about being ready for the season, but I guess just for your new roles as a husband and a future father also, how are you preparing for that?
Mas mahirap to mag-prepare kaysa sa laro. Parang laro, pag nag-warm up ka, onting kembot lang, pwede ka na maglaro. Dito, pagdating dito, medyo seryosohan yung paghahandaan mo. Marami nang involved, hindi lang ikaw. But it's fun again, it's fun that you get to be along this journey with someone you deeply love. And me as a basketball player, I've always been a student of the game, and now that I go into fatherhood and being a family man, I ask questions to the experienced ones, get their knowledge, pick their brains, and hopefully apply it to my own and see where it goes, see where life takes me into that next journey.
Gender reveal.
Wala pa. We'll see. It's no problem for me. I've always wanted to have a girl. I always wanted to be a girl dad too. There's nothing wrong with that. And it's gonna be fun, It's just the whole journey, yung buong challenge lang, and na may kasama ka, it makes it even more fun.
So one last question.
You guys good?
Siguro back to basketball na lang, what's a reasonable expectation for yourself and for the team next season?
Next season, I just have to, personal expectations go, I have to come in much better shape. Put that pressure on myself as a professional, as a veteran, and just continue to lead the team, help in whatever way I can, on and off the court. And again, just take care of our bodies, mentally and physically, into another go at it next season.
Okay, thank you very much.